10 Secrets and Techniques to Ultra-Cheap Travel Season Price Range. Vacationers are not cheap in the ordinary experience of the phrase, they're simply top at stretching each and every dollar. Here are 10 secrets and techniques each price range vacationer must comprehend about seeing the world on the low cost besides skimping the place it honestly counts. Pack an excellent pair of shoes, due to the fact on foot is the nice way to retailer cash and take in a new destination. Learning and the use of your destination's public transit devices. Some other finances game changer. Consider paying a bit extra for centrally placed accommodations, as these can flip out to be much less pricey than a less expensive room farther afield that necessitates cab rides or teach tickets. The factor is, don't overpay any person to chauffeur you round city when a little self-powered locomotion will enrich your journey and your budget. Consider alternate airports where you fly is nearly as necessary as when you fly. Many essential cities in the U.S. and overseas are served with the aid of alternate airports that are regularly domestic to less costly airlines. If your closing vacation spot is someplace outdoor of an essential city, think about flying to an outlying airport that may even deliver you nearer to your destination. Sometimes the great alternate airport is the one you leave from. I stay close to Boston and many times search for departures from Manchester, NH. Every time I'm benchmarking fees to my destination. Often I discover higher expenditures from Manchester. Pack light if you can and shape the whole thing you want for your outing in a carry-on bag. Do it. If you can't, it is time to reevaluate what you assume you want for your trip. Expert price range vacationers store cash through skipping checked bag fees, which can add up shortly on even the most primary itineraries. If you are flying somewhere in the U.S. on United, Delta, American and different fundamental carriers, it will value you a bag price of $50 round trip for a single checked bag. Our advice, make a packing list, remove whatever you virtually do not want for your trip, and waltz onto the aircraft with a virtually ultralight bag. A few airlines, such as Southwest, nevertheless enable up to 2 free checked bags. I nevertheless advise packing simply a carry-on, although it is no longer simply an excellent habit, it is additionally right insurance plan in opposition to misplaced or delayed luggage. Do your research knowing where to eat, the place to shop, which neighborhoods to go to or continue to be in, which days you may pay discounted entry prices to parks or museums, and how to navigate your vacation spot are all crucial capabilities of a professional price range traveler. It's no longer glamorous, however utterly learning your vacation spot earlier than you arrive is one of the most vital matters you can do as a price range traveler. Take gain of online sources such as the TripAdvisor neighborhood boards to study as tons as you can about saving cash at your destination. Travel off peak or shoulder season to surely store cash on vacation. Journey at some stage in your destination's off-season. If summer season is the most famous time to visit, go in Icinus. You will keep cash on a whole lot from flights and lodging to ingredients and condominium auto prices. Of course, there may be a purpose the low season is much less famous with tourists, and that frequently comes down to weather. If it truly is a issue in your decision, cut up the distinction and tour all through the shoulder season often for the duration of pick-out weeks in the spring and fall when everything's nonetheless open, the weather's simply on the cusp of turning, and the crowds are fairly thinner. We promise, you may nonetheless keep cash, simply possibly no longer as much. Fly on a weekday. It's more cost-effective to fly on a Tuesday or Wednesday than any different day of the week unless that Tuesday or Wednesday occurs to fall on or close to an essential tour vacation like Thanksgiving or Memorial Day. Planning a week-long vacation? Make a addiction of taking journeys that span Wednesday to Tuesday as a substitute than Monday to Sunday and you may discover yourself with an awful lot better finances to spend at your destination. Benchmark prices. One of the most essential matters you can do as a finances tourist is to apprehend a deal when you see one. That's why benchmarking expenses on accommodations, flights, bundled airfare, hotel holiday packages, etc. is so important. Doing it yourself requires endurance and persistence. You may choose to music expenditures over a duration of time to get a feel of what your time out need to value and pick out and probability to shop when a flight or different big ticket fee goes on sale. For a much less hands-on approach, Subscribe to a Fare Alert provider for flights to your vacation spot so you may be robotically notified when the charge drops. Look for refunds when the rate drops. Contrary to famous trust and naming conventions, non-refundable flights are entirely refundable inside 24 hours of booking, with one small exception. Consider this your window for buyer's remorse. You've booked your flight and you sense exact about the price, however do not end buying around. You may simply snag a higher deal the subsequent day. Make use of your whole 24-hour reserving window. The refund viable is even increased for auto leases and hotels. Did you be aware of most condominium motors are totally refundable proper up till the day you are scheduled to force off the lot? If your outing requires a condominium car, e-book early for peace of idea, however hold shopping, too. You may simply snag a higher deal nearer to the day of your trip. As for hotels, e-book with our sister website Tingo for assured refunds each time the charge on your room drops. Bonus, even if the fee does not drop, Tingo will constantly search for larger rooms with higher views or services at the equal fee factor as the room you've got booked, and the web page will ship an electronic mail if whatever exact pops up. Rent a holiday domestic or apartment. Some research point out that you can store about 30% to 40% when reserving a holiday domestic or condominium versus a related hotel. That's simply the upfront price. You'll keep even greater through ingesting some of your ingredients, breakfasts and dinners, perhaps at your apartment property. Shopping at local grocery stores, cheese stores and bakeries additionally lets you trip a slice of the neighborhood life. Rental gadgets frequently have laundry facilities, which will assist you pack light. And strive haggling with a property's proprietor or manager, negotiate price, size of stay, arrival and departure dates. It is all up for discussion. And these discussions can lead to exceptional savings. Pack-a-lunch meals are a secret price range buster. They add up quickly, in particular if you dine out frequently on your trip, and they can handicap even the best planned budgets. The easy solution, pack a lunch. Or a breakfast. Or both. This is mainly effortless if you are staying in a condo property or lodge suite geared up with a kitchen. The cash you may retailer by means of packing your very own foods and snacks will supply you flexibility in your finances to splurge on something else. You may take into account lengthy after your rooster sandwich is a far-off memory. Alternate price range solution. If meals is a large section of your vacation, reflect on consideration on splurging on lunch at a highly priced restaurant. Prices have a tendency to be more cost-effective than dinner and then going for something mild or self-made at dinner time.